Matt Tamsin, that's right. Such a sad story. And we were talking to neighbors here, and they're telling us about people screaming right after this happened at around 3:15 p.m. here on Gibson Street in Far Rockaway, Queens. You see the school bus behind me, and there's a red church van behind it. Now, we're told by at least one person who lives around the corner that the driver of the school bus and the driver of the church van are related, possibly mother and son. We do not know how this young boy, 7 to 8 years old, was struck and killed as he got off the yellow school bus and was possibly struck by the church van. We are told this happened right behind where you see that these two vehicles parked. I'm going to bring in Mr. Keith Williams. Mr. Williams lives right here, almost in front of the scene. He was inside his home. You heard people screaming. Tell me what you saw when you came out of the house.
Well, at first I saw the school bus, and my doorbell keep going off, the ringer keep going off. So I decided to open my door, and I saw the ambulance and police car. So I knew that something was wrong. So I went and changed and came outside, and I saw all the cops and different the ambulance running towards this scene. So I saw like...
Did you see the little boy?
I saw him, and he was in a very, very horrible situation. It was a very horrible situation, to be honest.
Was he in the middle of the street or near the sidewalk?
No, right on this, almost on the sidewalk.
They were trying to give him CPR, I guess?
CPR at the time, and he had a hole in his head and was bleeding from his mouth.
And did you see the school bus driver out on the street anywhere?
No, I noticed that there was a guy sitting in the van, and I heard one of the cops says that that he's the driver that was driving the van, and I didn't.
We don't know the circumstances yet, but tell me about this street. It seems it's pretty narrow, but it's two-way. Is speed ever an issue here? Any other incidents involving the school bus drop-offs?
Well, sometimes we have a lot of little minor accidents because it's just a two-way street and it's very narrow. And some of the young guys, be speeding, and many times we ask for bumpers to slow down the traffic, because we knew something like this would have happened if they don't try to correct it. We tried to get some of the people on the block to.
To be clear, we don't know the circumstances. We don't know if speed was involved here.
Yeah.
Mr. Williams, thank you very much for your time.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right.
So we're still trying to get some information here on exactly the circumstances about this crash, how it happened, how this young boy lost his life. He was taken to an area hospital, and he did not make it. A lot of people screaming here, and we've got neighbors with several Ring doorbells, and we're hoping that at some point, and Mr. Williams is going to check his Ring doorbell. Detectives have already spoken with the homeowner across the street, directly in front of the accident scene, and we're told there's a Ring doorbell there too. So hopefully in the next coming hours, we'll be able to find out a little bit more, but certainly a tragedy for a family, for everyone involved here. This is the story here in Far Rockaway, Queens. Jay Dow, Pix 11 News.